Don't pay me. Do it yourself, I show you how. If pricing your rentals feels like staring into a cosmic void of numbers, today I'm going to shrink that void down to a 3 by 3 grid you can manage in 50 minutes a week. It's called zone pricing. Professional revenue managers structure entire portfolios this way, and I'm going to hand it for you for free, because that's what my channel is. I'm Steve, 20 years of property management across Germany, Switzerland and Greece, up to 300 units. Now running Xeno Management in Orlando. A property manager charges 20 to 30% for this thinking. You can do it yourself. Here is the core problem zone pricing solves. Most owners treat the calendar as one giant blob with one price mentally. But a night 90 days away and a night 3 days away are completely different products, sold to completely different buyers in completely different negotiation positions. Pricing them with the same logic is like a bakery changing the same markup on fresh bread and day-old bread. The value of one unsold night changes as it approaches, and at midnight after check-in day it hits zero forever. So we cut the calendar into 3 zones based on distance from today. Zone 1, the far future, everything beyond 6 days. In this zone the buyers are planners, families, groups, people organizing big trips, and your strategy here is confidence. Prices sit high, no discounts. You are not in hurry. If a planner wants your peak week 5 months out, they pay the planner price. A cheap booking in zone 1 is the most expensive mistake in this business, because you gave away your best merchandise before the store even opened. Zone 2, the middle, roughly 2 weeks to 6 days out. This is your main sales floor. For most properties, most bookings land there. Your strategy is market position. Here, you actually compete. You check what compatible listings charge. You make sure you are positioned where you want to be. Premium if your product carries it, sharp if you need a momentum. This is where weekly small adjustments happen, not panic moves. Position correction. Zone 3, the last minute. Inside 2 weeks. The buyers here are spontaneous. Couples, business travelers, people whose plans changed. Your strategy here is honest urgency management. The night is about to expire. Now discounts are legitimate. Plan at step discounts. Maybe minus 10% inside 7 days. Another step inside 3. Decide those days in advance. In daylight, with a calm mind, never event them at 11 p.m. while starring in an empty weekend. 3 zones, 3 mindsets. Confidence far out, position in the middle, controlled urgency up close. Say that out loud once and you already know more pricing strategy than the most hosts. But here is the upgrade that makes the system generally professional. Those 3 zones behave differently in different seasons. Zone 1 in peak season means holding high and proud. Planners are lining up. But you already know from my slow season video that waiting in a shrinking market is fatal. So zone 1 in a slow season flips. That is exactly where you price attractively early, months ahead, to catch the rare early bird before the knife fight starts. Same zone, opposite move. Zone 3 in peak seasons barely needs discounts. Scarcity does the selling. Zone 3 in slow season is where you fight hardest for every night. So the full system is a 3 by 3 grid. 3 zones times 3 seasons. Peak, normal, slow. 9 little strategies. And the beautiful thing, you don't need to reinvent them. You write each one down once. 1 sentence each. Peak, far future, hold high, no discounts. Slow far future, price under market early. Normal, last minute, minus 10 at 7 days, minus 15 at 3. That's your entire pricing playbook on one index card. When a new month rolls into a view, you just ask, which season is it? And then each zone already knows what to do. If you're using a dynamic pricing tools like Price Labs or Wheelhouse, whatever, this maps directly onto it. Those tools have last-minute discount settings and far future adjustment settings. That's Zone 3 and Zone 1. Most owners have never opened those settings. Now for you, you know what they are there for. The tool moves prices day to day inside your zones. Your 9 sentence decides the strategy. The software is the autopilot. You still file the flight plan. And by the way, this is exactly how you stop being dependent on the tool's defaults, which, as I said before, is the same default curve every other host in your market is running. Let's make it concrete with a typical 3-bedroom. Peak season spring break week, 90 days out. Zone 1, peak price sits 20% above the comfortable level. All discounts off, do not touch it. Same property a random Tuesday in 3 weeks. Zone 2, normal. I check the 5 most compatible listings. See, I've driven to the most expensive spot without the best photos. Nudge down 6%. Same property is coming Tuesday, still empty. Zone 3, the 7-day step kicks in automatically -10. 15 minutes and all decisions are made. Compare that to the owner who stares 360 days on the property, feels overwhelmed and neither does nothing or panic slashes everything. That owner isn't lazy, they just never got handed the grid. One warning from 20 years of doing this: don't build 9 complicated strategies. 1 sentence each. The system's entire power is that small enough that you can run it actually every week. A mediocre system you run every week beats a brilliant system you abandon by March. Complexity is where good intentions go to die. In my free webinar, I built this grid on real properties, including where exactly to set the zone boundaries in the market and by property type. It's completely free. Link in the description below. If you are self-managing, this is 1 hour replaced a serious chunk of what property managers would bill you 20 to 30% for. Homework tonight. Draw a grid. 3 zones down the side, 3 seasons across the top. Fill the 4 corners first. Peak far, peak near, slow far, slow near, because you already learned those moves in my last videos. Then set 1 15-minute weekly appointment with your calendar. That appointment is your revenue management department now. Don't pay me, do it yourself, I show you how. Free webinar in the link below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. I see you in the next one.